Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Thought I would give you a brief rundown on my third day of PSD training. I posted a little short earlier when we were on site making that first delivery. But I, reported over to the Plaza building this morning and met my trainer, and already had a load here that was, at the terminal. Just picked that up, did load securement and made that delivery on the other side of town. It wasn't that far. I would say it was probably a 30-minute drive over there, maybe a 45-minute drive on the way back. But when we got there, we got unloaded pretty quickly. We were probably there on site for 45 minutes, and we were out back on the road. So, did that this morning. Took a long way around back just to get a little more driving experience. When we got back to the Plaza building, grabbed a late breakfast from the food truck there, hung out for a little bit, and then did some exercises on the pad. So, the first and second moves are very, very elementary. It's just pulling through and parking in a box and then backing out of the box in a straight line. So, obviously I have that down pat. That's easy. I can back a trailer in a straight line. So we decided not to do those today, and instead focus on moves 3 and 4, which is the offset pull-up and offset back. I've yet to mess up an offset pull-up. That's very easy. I don't have any trouble driving a truck forward with a trailer. But that offset back, I have struggled with just a little bit. I've had to have the trainer stand outside the door, with me with the window down, and, him sort of shout some instructions at me. I asked him today, I said, can you do that again for me, at least the first couple of times? And he did. And finally, honestly, after he stepped away and wasn't really paying much attention to me, I got it on that third try. It's difficult when you have somebody just telling you how to do it, although they're giving you the correct instructions for sure. But it's sort of like you're relying on them to tell you what to do at that point. So once I was left alone, now of course he still gave me some pointers here and there, but I was able to start doing it all by myself on that third try. And every subsequent one, I've got that offset back. I can parallel park a truck and trailer. So I feel really good about it. Did it over and over and over again. No mess ups. I might have had to pull up a couple of extra times, but given the way that the test is scored, even you're allowed 2 free pull-ups without being dinged, and each additional pull-up, is just 1 point out of 8. But if you hit a cone, it's 7 points. But I never hit a cone once today, not a single time. I think that I had to do, on one of those practices, I had to do 3 pull-ups instead of the allotted 2, which is fine. It's still passing. So I feel really good about my pad exercise abilities now. I think that I can pass that section come test day next week. And after we completed that, we went and swapped our trailer out with another trailer that was here on the yard, because they have certain trailers that are really designated for training, and we were still using the trailer that we had used this morning for that delivery. So we went and swapped those trailers out. I did the coupling, uncoupling, all of that, under supervision, but got that down, no problems, which that's not even on the test, but, I can couple and uncouple a trailer easily. That's no problem. So it feels good that, I've got my pad exercises down. I've got my coupling and uncoupling down in terms of just my general skill set for being a commercial vehicle driver. And after that, we did a full pre-trip. My air brakes test, I had that down pat, no problems. It's perfect. And my in-cab inspection, I missed one single thing, and that was I forgot the horns. Sometimes it's the most obvious things that you miss. But, just got to go through that list again this afternoon and just drill that into me. My engine compartment did well on that one. Again, I missed one thing, which is the same thing that have been missing since day one, and that is the oil dipstick level. I do not know why I skip past that dipstick every time. It's bright yellow. It's right there. For some reason, I keep forgetting that one. So I got to remind myself of that as well. Wheel, rim, all of that. Got that. My driver's side truck, I've got all of that. Pretty much did really well. Only missed a couple of things on that pre-trip, enough for a passing score. So I'm feeling confident about that as well. And the final stage, so you've got three sections on that exam. You've got your pad maneuvers, you've got your pre-trip, and you have your actual driving. So after we did that pre-trip, we went out and drove the actual test route today. It's a pretty simple route. There's no complicated turns or anything. There is one roundabout, but you take the first exit on the roundabout. So nothing complicated there. It involves a little bit of freeway driving. No problem. My trailer never off-tracked. I never sped today. Did perfectly on that, except I did do a little bit of a rolling stop at a stop sign, and that's just a habit that I have to break myself of. I'm used to driving around a little Ford Ranger and just, zipping around town. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm driving a big vehicle, so I need to make sure I come to a full, complete stop and wait at least 2 seconds before moving. So I don't think I'll make that mistake again because, it was mentioned to me today. Usually if I make a mistake and somebody tells me, I'll remember going forward, and especially the day that my instructor or the DOT official is in there actually giving me the test. I'm going to be extra careful. My trainer puts me really, really at ease, so I drive more like I would in the real world and not how I would on a test day. So I'm very grateful for him, that he puts me that at ease and has helped me build this confidence so easily. And, it's helped that I've had this amazing trainer who has, been full of positivity, support, positive reinforcement. And, it also helps that I have a loving partner at home who is 100% behind me. And, my will and determination, really is amplified by the fact that I want to provide for our family and make him proud of me as well. So, with those things, I'm feeling really good, feeling really confident that the next either Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to be able to test out for that CDL and get it right on the first try. So I get my little bonus of $250 from Prime for passing my CDL exam on the first try. But, after that was pretty much it. We called it a day, probably around 1:30 this afternoon. And I went over to the company store and got myself a jacket, and I got myself some caution yellow t-shirts because I hate wearing this thing. And you've got to wear safety gear on the training pad, and I hate wearing this safety vest. So I was told it would be okay if I just got some caution yellow t-shirts to wear while over there on the training pad. And that's the only place you have to wear them here on campus, is while you're over there on the training pad. It is a OSHA regulation. It's not Prime just being sticklers for stuff. They just don't want to get into trouble with OSHA, and I totally understand it. So I want to be compliant with everything, but I also still don't want to wear that vest. So I got myself some t-shirts today. Did that, had lunch over at the Millennium Building, and I had some items that I had bought for my partner and our dog the other day. So, went to the mailroom. There's a mailroom over at the main campus. So shipped that package home for them. So that I'm just really looking forward to being able to finish this out next week. Hopefully, maybe, depending on, just what's going on back at home. I may go home for a couple of days, register my CDL in South Carolina, so I actually have my plastic copy of it, and then get out on the road and complete that final stage of training, which hopefully won't take more than 4 to 5 weeks, is what I've been told is about the standard, to complete the necessary miles. So then I will be assigned my own truck. Of course, I'll probably do a lease. So I'll be able to lease my own truck when that's over with. And then hopefully, I'll be earning some money. And if my partner wants to take some time off work, he can take some time off work. and ride with me for a little while, or, you know, depending if he still wants to come into this industry whenever he makes his mind up about that, you know, he can start that process as well. But one thing I really am looking forward to, and something that I can't wait for you guys to see, is my dog, Hansel, because I do want to bring him with me on the road just a little bit. I don't know if I'll bring him all the time, but I think he will love riding around in the truck and laying in that bed back there while the truck's going down the road. So looking forward to that as well. But just wanted to give you an update on my third day of PSD. Hopefully we get another load here the next couple of days, because I did enjoy that today, some real world hands-on experience. So I'll keep you guys posted about what happens for the rest of the week. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day. Bye-bye.